Welcome to today's broadcast of On the Field with Jon and Jarad.
Happy New Year to you, John.
Hey, how are you doing? Brought to you by Ed Morse and all of our local sponsors.
SSVC, all of our wonderful sponsors that continue to support us and all we do for Cochise County and all the communities around the area. It's some exciting work going on within the last this last week with sports, John.
Yep.
Just to see the college football playoff scene was holy smokes, man.
Yeah, so I did not get all my projections, and I think you got all of them.
I think we did everything fine until we hit New Year's Day. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Hats off to
yeah.
Ohio State. Oh my goodness.
By the way, Arizona State looked really good.
Oh,
they
man.
looked like they belonged there.
Yes, they did. And you
Dude.
know, so they had an argument going on social media earlier this week after that game, later this week, excuse me. There's a rule in the NCAA, and it states that if a field goal is blocked and nobody fields it, no one attempts to field it and try and advance it for a score, and it's still stumbling on the turf, and then if it kicks up and goes over the upright, it's considered a good field goal.
Are you kidding me?
No. So in the fourth quarter, ASU had a chance to kick, and they kicked a field goal. It was blocked by Texas. Kept dribbling down the turf, kicked up, and went over the upright.
That should have counted, huh?
Should have counted.
Oh, my gosh.
So, there were some controversial plays that a lot of people you would agree with me if you say that play that happened at midfield was targeting and should have been called.
How did that happen? How did I not get it? There was a couple
times. The kid was
times.
out cold. His eyes were rolled back in his head. He was out cold.
That's the
And
kind of
it's just
stuff you hate seeing in
the
in
dangers
sports.
of the sport. That's why we're doing, that's why we're getting on top of this targeting thing. So,
But Scattaboo, MVP, holy smokes.
First time in 26 years, the Sugar Bowl has given the offensive MVP to the losing team.
Yeah, the guy was unreal. He ran for 143 yards and 2 touchdowns, but he caught for 8 receptions, 99 yards. The guy was everywhere. He threw for, what was that? Did he? Yeah, he threw for a touchdown.
Yeah.
He was everywhere. So that makes a lot of sense. We didn't see Arch Manning come in, so
that was kind of questionable.
I know.
It's it's kind of like Jed Fish's 2-point conversion at the end of the game against Louisville.
I didn't see that. You have to tell me.
Quite a bit. They went up to score, and they scored within the last 18 seconds and score. And Jed automatically put his 2 up, and I'm like, why? Just go to overtime.
Oh, no.
Go to overtime and take your momentum into overtime. But
Right.
He wanted to go for 2, and Louisville had been playing outstanding in the secondary all game. So I was like, oh, this is going to get shut down. This is no problem. And sure as what you would have thought, they knocked the ball down and sent Washington packing.
Yeah.
And so they made it to a bowl after going to the national championship the year before. They made it to a bowl.
What a great year.
Now, granted, it was the Sun Bowl, the Frosted Flakes Bowl in El Paso.
I'll take it.
So
I just like bowl game season because it gives people something to play for after the season. And it's a big money maker for schools. Like your conference will take that money. So all the bowl games that your conference, so like the Pac-10 used to go to a ton of bowl games, and they would take all that money, and the bigger the bowl game, the more the money, and then they split it up among all the Pac-10 or Pac-12 teams, and so everybody got paid. So no matter how good you did, you were rooting for Washington or Oregon or USC or Stanford to play well because the better they played, the more money everybody in the Pac-10 got. And, oh, man, dude, I saw this guy, Josh Pate, he was talking, do you know who this guy is? No. So he's a YouTube guy, but he's talking about realignment. Bring back the SWC, the Southwest Conference. No conference would be bigger than 10. I know. And bring back the Pac-10. I know. Dude, I get goosebumps.
Arkansas.
Yeah, everybody gets
Arkansas, Texas.
all the Texas
all the
schools
originals.
all get put back into the one conference, and then you put in maybe in Oklahoma, but no conference is more than 10, as large as 10. And then every conference, everybody plays each other. So like you have a big. I mean, I was listening to that. I was like, that is exactly that was the better version of what I thought.
There should be some realignment, some serious realignment. This college football playoff is going to get out of hand very fast.
The NIL, all these things that are contributing to these factors, it just makes you think like, this is the time to make that change.
True.
So
John.
Yes.
Did you ever think that in 1 year, at the beginning of the year and then at the end of the year, you would have seen Alabama lose to the same team?
Oh, dude, that's unreal.
In the same situation.
It wouldn't have happened to Saban.
True. But it did happen to Saban.
Did it?
Yes.
When?
January 1st, 2024.
Oh,
in the Rose Bowl,
no.
Michigan beat him.
Oh, that second
That's
time.
what forced him into retirement.
Oh, yeah.
Not forced him, but he was already deciding to leave anyway. But
Okay.
that's when Michigan got the ticket to go to the national title.
Man, that just kills me.
So,
I didn't want Michigan
sorry,
to go.
Alabama fans, don't get too upset with me, Coach Keogh.
I don't think you can. I mean, I like Alabama too. They're not my favorite team, but
Caleb DeBauer is going to have to do some serious regrowing within that program and keep it at the high level he can. I mean, he just lost his quarterback, Milroe, did declare for the draft. So,
how do you feel about the Miami quarterback?
Cam Ward?
Hey, yeah, going in, playing a quarter, got his record, and then walked off the field, and they lost the game.
It's not surprising anymore in
You
the
won't
way
see that in the playoffs.
College football.
It's a bowl game, so is it an exhibition or does it matter to you?
I don't think it matters.
I think they do matter, but I
don't think I would have given him the record because it's not a regular season game.
You see what Barry Sanders did in 11 games. You see what Derek Thomas did in 11 games. Like,
absolutely. The
records that have been held for like the last 20, 30 years. Mm-hmm. I mean, don't break them down because I don't know. We don't add the playoffs to the regular season in the NFL. I mean, there's college football is going to become standardized a little bit, and things are going to reshuffle, and things are going to start to make sense again. Hopefully, the people that were in charge are no longer in charge. That dude from Washington, he was the president of the NCAA. I hate that. I dislike that guy with a passion. He ruined a lot of sports.
Yeah,
and he ended up tanking the Pac-10. So, anyway.
Well,
yeah. What else do you want to talk about college football?
Let's talk about.
Oregon lost to Ohio State.
Yeah,
dude,
41-21.
I did not see that coming.
Oregon forgot to show up to the Rose Bowl. Sorry, Coach Thomas. It's just you were saying it in the comments in your own post on Facebook. I was like, just as shocked as you were.
I didn't see. I
thought, what happened to Dylan?
You know that I thought that Oregon was going to be in the championship. I thought it was going to be Oregon and Georgia, and then Georgia.
My picks are still there.
Yeah.
Might be Texas Notre Dame.
Oh, that's
might
killing
still
me.
be.
Good
might
for
still
you.
be the chance to see it. But
you've got a better handle on college football by
we'll
far.
See.
No,
we'll
you
see.
really do. He understands college football. I understand pro football. Like, I've got a crystal ball. This dude, he's got a crystal ball for college football. All right, who's next? What's the next game for college football?
So we had the Bahama Bowl today.
Okay.
Earlier today. Not sure who that was. I want to say Liberty and Buffalo.
Oh yeah, Liberty Buffalo, 26-7. So Buffalo smoked them.
Yeah.
I keep thinking that Liberty's going to be awesome, but if you really think about it, that quarterback that they had. Oh, the dude from Liberty, the quarterback, played for Tennessee.
Now he's with Green Bay, Malik Willis.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Thank you. I was like, who is that dude? He's a great runner. Oh, man. It just goes to show how good he was in college.
True.
NCAA.
So now we got the semifinals next week.
Notre Dame versus Penn State. I'm taking Notre Dame every day of the week.
Me too. Me too.
Ohio State and Texas.
I'm going with Texas.
I'm taking Texas
I
too.
mean, Ohio State is playing hot, but that's the best of the best. That's going to be. You might see a test of that might be an even tougher test for Texas than we have to see.
Why do people hate the Ohio State quarterbacks coach so much? I don't. Is his name Ryan Day?
Ryan Day.
Yeah. Everybody seems to hate him. He's
Not
going
bad.
to the playoffs.
Yeah, and he still does what he's supposed to do.
Is it just because he loses to Michigan all the time?
Probably.
Is that all it is?
It's it's the Michigan curse.
Dude, if that's what it is, yeah, please.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Memphis played West Virginia, and they beat them up 42-37. Cal lost to UNLV 24-13. Of course, Notre Dame beat Indiana. SMU lost to Penn State. Clemson lost to Texas. And Tennessee got beat up by Ohio State. Okay, so do we want to move into pro football, or is there anything from local high school sports? Everybody's had the last 2 weeks off, so
Nothing really going on.
yeah,
Just practice.
Next week, there's
Wrestling
gonna be
practice, as everybody saw, and we went to a quick little interview with Coach Williams in the wrestling program
at
at Buena, and we'll be there next Saturday in the evening in Benson to bring you live coverage of the finals, what we call the medal rounds at the Benson Invitational next week. I'm sure quite a bit of our wrestlers are going to be making it to the medal rounds.
That'll be fun.
It's a very intense tournament. Even when I coached in the early mid 2000s, it was a very, very intense thing going on then. So, there's always good wrestling in our county, and a lot of them do show up to this meet. A couple of Tucson teams show up, but Buena should be. Oh, and Coach Williams did share with us there's going to be 2 teams, a JV and a varsity team that will be
and
wrestling,
the girls.
and the girls.
So that's the special part, is that I think Benson also has a girls team.
Well, everybody has the option of having a girls team, but I don't think they don't have the numbers that we do.
Yeah, I was looking at some of these things, and I want to say there is one 2A school with, and it's not Tombstone. I want to say it was Benson, but they actually have a girls wrestling program too, and I think it's cool. Good for the girls wrestlers,
Heck
you
yeah.
know.
It's
I
exciting.
like that they have their thing now, and when I was growing up, it was the boys versus the girls, and I don't know if I told you the story, but there's this guy named Craig. And he lost. He lost in his very first match to a girl, and the guy started crying and walked off. Never wrestled again. And I was like, if that ever happens to me, I think I'd quit too. But I quit for other reasons. The hair on my knee was getting. I'm too much of a wimp to handle it. And
That's what a D-pad was for, John.
oh, dude, we didn't have stuff like that. That was high tech.
Didn't have a shooting pad?
Dude, we had a really, really thin pad, and I want to say more people got injured on our wrestling mats than any other place in all of our sports. Like, I can't tell you how many ACLs and meniscuses we lost, but
Wow.
yeah, my best friend lost a bunch of stuff in his knee. Anyway, okay, so let's move into pro football.
We just started our first game of the day.
Oh, Browns and Ravens.
Browns and Ravens.
Who are you taking?
I'm going to go with Baltimore.
It's at home for Baltimore.
Yeah.
I really, really want to take the Browns, though.
Cleveland's got the ball.
And are they playing for anything? I can't remember if Ravens they can bump up a seed or
No,
lose.
they're not playing.
But Pittsburgh, it could.
Oh, it could help somebody.
Yeah, like Pittsburgh. I
I'm
want to
not
say
sure.
that somewhere in there's a little bit of wiggle room. Anyway, I'm going to take. Shoot, I really want to take the Browns. It's
going to mess up everything if the Ravens
Yeah.
lose. The next game of the evening.
I'll take the Browns.
So the next game of the evening or day today is the Bengals and the Steelers. I am all about Joe Burrow.
Yeah,
right now.
dude.
I'm sorry, but Joe is looking hot. He's finally got the chemistry down with all his receiving core.
Honestly,
they threw all that little off the field stuff out of the way, and they're focusing on trying to make a playoff run.
But the thing is he the MVP? Really? Josh Allen, Lamar, and Burrow. It's like, what do you do? Burrow's got the passing yards.
So let me go ahead and stop you right there.
Okay.
Because there's another guy that no one's giving any credit to right now. He's a little guy wearing a number 6 down in Tampa. And his name is Baker Mayfield.
Tua.
You just said Tua. Shame on you, sir.
3. Sorry.
Well, anyway.
Okay, so
he's a hater.
I don't hate Mayfield. I think he's great. I love Geno Smith. I love all those comeback stories.
Here's the thing. The numbers right now, even if he has a bang up incredible game tomorrow, he's going to miss it just barely just short. He's got the chance to tie or even beat the record that is held by Drew Brees in a single season passing.
What? Passing yards?
He's got that much right now.
Wow.
Baker's got some serious numbers. And his interception to touchdown ratio is off the charts too.
I used to tell people, if you are playing fantasy football, get a quarterback that has to play from behind.
Yeah.
Get a quarterback and a wide receiver that play from behind, and they're like, not the blow you out of the field. You know, back when Manning was the quarterback, you'd expect him to go for 5 touchdowns because they just had that kind of offense. But they had to they had to pull their foot off the field throttle, I guess, because they would wear their players out, and by the time it was the playoffs, Peyton Manning didn't have anybody left, and this would happen year after year after year. They went through 3 tight ends in one season, and so my point is like getting those quarterbacks. Those guys can put up so many crazy numbers. Drew Brees, when he's when you're in a division that's competitive, like the Mayfields, you'll see a lot better statistics. That's kind of also the reason why I don't like Lamar, is because I feel like this is his best year. I don't think the other 2 years were very good for an MVP. But, who do you take? Saints versus Bucks? I don't know, man. Okay, he takes the Bucks. I take the Bucks too. That's a hard Bucks team. I'm taking the Bengals over the Steelers, even though I think that could be a really, really fun game to watch. 49ers versus Cardinals. Neither team are playing for anything, and it's at home for Arizona.
I think I'm pulling for the Cards.
Purdy versus Kyler Murray. I'm taking the Cardinals.
So currently, Baker's at 42.79, 39 touchdowns, 15 interceptions with 107.6 quarterback rating.
I thought Drew Brees threw for like 5,000 yards in the season.
It was 5,000, like 6. It was like, I don't remember what that was.
Some crazy number.
Yeah.
And the record for touchdowns, I think that's either Manning or Brady, and that's definitely 50 or 51.
Brady.
Well, no, it went up to 55 at one point. That was Manning, his good year in Denver. He put up 55. That was a crazy.
I think Drew beat that one too.
And he might have done that too. Drew is such an underrated quarterback, but he played in the NFC, whereas he could kind of get away with a lot of good stuff, a lot of dinking and dunking.
Chiefs, Broncos.
Dude, who are you taking?
I'm going Denver because everybody's sitting.
I know. I mean. And
Denver's trying to go for a higher seed, I guess.
The thing is no, they might lose out of the playoffs altogether if they lose. They're winning in, and there's 2 scenarios where either the Miami Dolphins have to win for them to go in, or it's like some little convoluted thing, but they have to win to get in. But can you imagine Carson Wentz going out there and ruining the Broncos' day? And so that's hard for me to justify, because I think Carson Wentz is awesome, but I think I'm going to take the Broncos too. God help me.
That's okay.
I hope I don't get struck by lightning.
No, you'll be fine.
Rooting against my team, or not rooting, but picking against my team.
Seahawks, Rams.
Jeez, wow. It's in L.A.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take.
By the way, everybody's sitting.
Everybody?
Yes.
On both teams?
Sean McVay
Shoot.
came out and said, no, just the Rams.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Is that why they're projected by 7? Oh, my gosh.
because everybody's sitting down. Puka, Cooper.
Could they still win?
All of them.
Yeah, I'll take Seattle in that case.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to go with Seahawks. Giants, Eagles.
Yeah, Giants, Eagles.
Jalen will be cleared.
Yeah, he won't be playing.
But they still will.
Are they playing for something? Saquon's not playing.
No, but they're saving. Are they trying to save for a seed?
Nope.
Eagles aren't in?
No. No, I think it's between the. So the game to watch is Minnesota versus oh shoot, who is that? Minnesota and the Lions. That's on Sunday night.
Sunday night.
Yeah, dude, that is the real game. That's for the number 1 seed. Who do you take in that one? It's in Detroit. Vikings versus Lions. I know.
I'm sorry, but Dan Campbell, don't get mad at me, but I'm going against you on that game.
Are you kidding me?
I'm going with the Vikings.
I am too. I was just going to take the Vikings.
They're hot right now.
Well, dude, it's not that the Vikings are hot. It's that the Lions are beat to snot.
Yeah, hopefully they can rest some people and get well.
I mean, they are so broken down. They don't have Aiden Hutchinson. They don't have a lot of good players.
True. But they still could make a deep run. You never know.
And, I do believe between Bradford and Goff, who's the better quarterback? I do think the offensive coordinator is better in
Bradford.
Detroit. Bradford? Why do I see
Darnold?
Darnold. Yuck.
It's all good. It's all good. Sam Bradford somewhere.
I still didn't I'd never liked Sam Bradford either.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
All right, let's talk about the Bears and the Packers.
Okay.
Cold game.
I'm taking the Packers every day.
Wow.
Because they still have something they still have seeding to play
seed.
for. Yeah. And the Bears, I want them to win, but I don't think they will. Who do you take?
Not the Bears. I'm going with the Packers.
Okay.
Not the Bears.
Not the Bears. Anybody but the Bears. Carolina versus the Falcons.
Let's go. My long-lost second cousin,
Penix?
Bryce Young. Let's go Panthers.
All right.
Beat the Falcons so we get outright division title and higher seed in the playoffs.
Oh.
Yeah, for Tampa. If we win, and Atlanta loses, we're outright the division champions 3 years in a row and looking at probably a 4 seed.
And they're not going to play Kirk Cousins? Let me get that. Why would anybody?
That's weird. Never had a call on that phone before. The middle of recording. That's a different one.
That's the bat phone. Nobody knows that number.
Somebody's calling you from D.C. or something, John.
I hope not. I'm taking Atlanta. I don't want them to win, but I think they got that one. Commanders versus the Cowboys. They're playing for something.
Commanders.
Yeah, Commanders too.
I'm pulling for them.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'll take the Commanders. Jags versus Colts. This is nobody can win this game. No, nothing good comes from this game.
I say Colts.
Colts too.
Yeah.
Dang, we're picking everything the same. Texans, Titans. I'll pick the first this time. I'm taking Texans. But they're not playing for anything. Yeah, I'm still taking the Texans.
Yeah, I got to go with Houston. They got a little bit more talent than Tennessee does right now.
Yeah. Bills versus Patriots.
Bills.
Shoot, who's the best backup quarterback? I'm taking the Patriots in this one.
Oh, yeah. Drew May.
Yeah, I'm taking the Patriots.
Drake May, whatever his name. Drake May. Sorry. I might have to go. I might have to go with the Patriots and Coach Keogh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Jets versus Dolphins.
Tua's not playing.
Yeah, New York at home.
New York Jets.
Who's the quarterback from Miami?
I don't know.
Huntley. I know. I love Tyler Huntley, actually. Is there a way they could win that game? No, I'll take the Jets, too. Raiders versus Chargers.
L.A.
I'm taking. Oh shoot!
LA by a
Wouldn't
field
that
goal.
be cool?
It's gonna be a close game.
Wouldn't that be cool if Las Vegas won though?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Let's go with the Raiders. Let's go with the wild card on that one and call the Raiders. Come on, Las Vegas.
I'm taking the Chargers. You can. I think you're right about that the first time. So that is the call, or that's the NFL. So if you're in the NFL, tune in. We'd love to talk pro football anytime.
Anybody wants to come on, join us, please.
Dude,
feel free to walk into the studio and get somebody here.
We'll give you a pizza.
Yeah, we'll get
How
something.
About that?
We'll get something going on. We'll get some stuff from Little Caesars and have a little playoff party or something here.
Dude, I'm telling you, that Little Caesars pizza is underrated. It is super underrated. So like, if you wanna see me gain weight real quick, start feeding me that stuff. All right, man. Well, thank you to Ed Morse. Thank you to who else we got?
SSVC.
Thank you to Todd, Ryan, and Cool FM, and Dan in the back fixing everything up and hitting the on and off buttons for us.
We got some exciting stuff going on.
Oh my gosh! And
Cool FM.
we're gonna big announcement coming today or tomorrow. I think we've kind of teased it a couple times. The golf league, dude, that is coming around. 32 players. If you want to play, we're gonna call down to
Sierra Vista
Golf Course and get a spot. You can win up to $250 playing golf, and it's a cheap entry fee, dude. Like, it's 9 holes. It's 9-hole league. You'll want to be there if you're a golfer, dude.
We'll be out there doing the commentary, having fun with it.
On the field with Jarad and Jon. Thank you so much, and. Any last words?
No, just go Bucks tomorrow, and looking forward to seeing how the playoffs lay out at the end of Sunday night. And
dude,
here we go with the wild card games on Saturday next week.
Playoff college football, playoff pro football. This is heaven. This is like my mind is just blowing.
My time of the year, man.
Dude, it's insane. I love it. All right. Well, thank you so much.
You guys have a good one. We'll see you next time.